Hi there, my name is Nick Flipp. I am a composer, music educator, teacher for 9 years, and a professional singer. I was shown this musical, and I gotta say, I've fallen in love with a couple of the pieces already, and I'm just trying to listen to it, I'm trying to react to it, and give some professional insights into what I think about it. If I love it, I hate it, whatever, you'll see it right here. I'm looking to start this new series because I love music, and a lot of people don't get the same insights as me. I have 8 years of professional schooling, a lot of school. Don't like it. A lot of school. I have a lot of insights to what I think about music. Might be a little bit different from hey, I thought that was pretty good, right? It might not be the same. So I'm gonna try to watch this, get some professional insights on what I think about the music. And maybe you guys like that, and maybe you guys want to watch it, and maybe you don't, and you hate it. If you do like it, though, and you do want to watch more of it, make sure you hit the subscribe button on the YouTube, just because I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this. I hopefully will get to the end. If you look at the bottom here, there's a lot of pieces, so we've got a lot of work to do. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it. Just so you know, this is a compilation of fan animations, so to all the artists, really cool. I saw some of the intro ones. Really, really cool. I've seen some of these pieces already and heard some of these pieces already. So some of them won't be my first listen, but for a lot of them, it will be. And for Jorge, the composer of this, awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff. All right, let's get right into it.
All right, my brothers, listen closely.
Listen.
Tonight we make
if I'm not mistaken, they're panning.
10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been.
Yeah.
They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir!
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guard.
Yeah, so far we've got this. Kind of like a Phrygian half cadence. And then some down. Right? It's got a really cool vibe to it. This is actually like a very common progression. In jazz, blues. So Phrygian half cadence, really cool start to it, and I love this syncopation. Da da ba da da da. Pretty cool. Jorge's got a crazy good voice, man. Crazy good voice. I mean, he can sing sneaking high. Diomedes. It sounds almost effortless the way he gets up there.
See them again.
Yes, sir!
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large.
I needed 2 notes. That was all 2 notes, but it still sounds so cool. It's awesome.
Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helena, protector. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir!
These animations are awesome, man.
Use that well of pride. Fight through everything now.
Fight.
Ask yourself inside. What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
I mean, you listen to those harmonies with the choir in the background.
What do you fight for?
What do you live for?
What do you live for? What do you live for? Something like that. And then you can hear more. It gets even more crunchy.
What do you try for? What do you wish for?
What do you live for? Just add into that crunch.
What do you fight for?
So cool. Into this, it's a soft drop almost.
Penelope and Telemachus. I fight for us. I fight for us.
What do you live for?
Penelope.
What do you try for?
Yeah. So that's so cool. I mean, he went like this. Penelope. You would think almost it would go like Penelope. I would do like that, but instead it goes Penelope. something like this. And you would think it would go here, but instead it goes almost thinking it's gonna go to something like this. So, like major happy land, but instead we go. This is called a deceptive cadence. It brings you to somewhere sad again. Ah, because it's not happy. You know, he thinks it's happy, and then, ooh. Right? Nice job, Jorge.
Telemachus.
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
Back to the
What do
main
you fight
theme.
for?
Attack!
Oh, my ears! It's so loud. I got this blasting. So that, you know, that was, it's the same thing as the Penelope line, pretty much. But I think, you know, we landed here, and then now we go to this. Back to the main theme. So this is actually that first thing I talked about.
A vision of what is to come.
We got a bass.
Cannot be outrun.
Little
Can only be dealt
very
with right
dark
here
in
and now.
tone.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready.
I don't think you're ready. I mean, that's a really rich tone for a bass. Very nice sound. I don't think you're ready. Very nice. I'm a bass, but this is like a bass too. This is a dark tone for a bass.
A mission to kill someone's son.
Obviously very
A
godly
foe
sounding.
won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that.
I like the contrast.
already.
I don't think you're ready.
Godly and then not, you know. Yeah, the first time I saw this, I was
It's just
like,
an infant.
woo, dang.
It's just a boy.
Kind of a sad, you know. Gonna murder this kid.
What sort of imminent threat does he pose?
Like the
that I
falsetto.
cannot avoid?
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger.
Like the
One
background
fumes with
strings are
rage as
beautiful.
you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to.
I really enjoy the symbolism that is done throughout this piece. I mean, from what I know from the show, from the musical from Jorge, is he likes to do instrument things to symbolize other voices. For instance, like he likes to use, if I'm not mistaken, the piano to be Athena and the guitar to be the main lead and Odysseus. And for the choir in the background here, I mean, he's almost telling the story through the kinds of instruments he's using. So the way he's like, you know, I don't think you're ready. And then there's the choir, like that's backing Poseidon at this point. This would be, it seems like, in the mutual interest of the choir, the soldiers, and Poseidon. So it's just cool because like a lot of shows and musicals like to use themes from like, you know, music, you know, to demonstrate different characters. But in this piece, I mean, there's obviously themes and stuff, but also the added element is the type of instrument. So you can always be on the lookout for like what sort of symbols are being not taught, but sort of conveyed through the piece, through the instrument as well. It's really cool. So yeah, try to like hear the different things, because now you're hearing more narrative element. Pretty cool. There's the choir.
Say goodbye to.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away from. Make sure his past is never gone. Now, leave me for you. I'm begging, please.
Dang.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
B flat, high B flat. Second, you know, that's high. Tenor 1. You know, that's awesome. Oh, it ends on a half cadence too, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Love it. So a half cadence in music is when you have your root, your tonic, and then you can do this, and then you can do this. There it is. Sad song. You could also do this, and then you can do this, and then it's like, okay, that's an ending. But this one's even more painful because it goes like this. What? Is it happy or sad? You didn't tell me. It leaves so much to the audience. So, from what I know about the musical, it doesn't show you what he does, but it kind of answers that later on. So it's just, as a listener, if you're listening for the first time, like I was at one point, I hear this and I'm like, did he do it? Like, what the heck? Just lands on this. I don't know. Like, it's crazy. So very good narrative storytelling there. I mean, it definitely keeps interest the way you ended that. Awesome song. Just love a lot of music, it has one sort of idea and it conveys that idea over and over again. What I like is that there's shifts. It starts off, and then it goes Penelope to the beautiful, like, lyrical part for talking about Penelope, and then it has like the godly element. Pretty cool. It's just like 3 different songs within one song, and the ending is like that big, where do we land? And no one knows. So really cool. Love this one. All right, let's move on. Oh, it's so good. I mean, it's really good. I don't think I've heard this one. Is this the same song? No. Oh, this is Just a Man. I've heard someone sing this, but not the actual version. There's the guitar. Oh, okay. Tell us more of the story.
You're as old as he was when I left for
A very nice ballad.
Will these actions haunt my
What is song? That's another song. I forget. That's. I forget what song that is, but that's another song.
days, every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you?
Great fan animation. Nice cello.
I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down, I
Great
would
backing
trade
from the strings.
world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
Ugh. Yes, I have heard this piece, and this actually was the first piece I heard. This is done on a karaoke night for my stream. So if you're interested in doing karaoke, we do have a Discord, and it's attached below. But man, hearing the actual version of it, I mean, I could hear the pain in the voice. You know, very. I would say not. It's aspirating a lot. It's releasing a lot of air within the tone. You know. I'm just a man. There's a lot of air there. I'm actually out of breath from that. But normally, I'm just a man who's fighting. But him, I'm just a man. Very aspirating. So it's kind of conveying like, oh, I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do. Love that. And, you know, it's so much in here. It's so nice. And just the backing of the strings just adds so much lovely weight to the tone. It's not just the singer, it's the strings, it's the feeling, it's the guitar that's playing a very nice counterpoint melody behind it. Very nice.
But when
Oh.
does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster? When does a
Yeah. I mean, this chord structure very common. If I wasn't, maybe they used this actually is the same chord structure as almost not actually the same, but very similar to like a oh baby pull me closer. I actually think it's the same as Charlie Puth's we don't talk anymore, we don't talk anymore, we don't talk anymore like we used to do, we don't laugh anymore. So very, very similar chord structure to a lot of hit pieces, but it's the build up here, which I really like it more than, there's a lot of songs that will stay on a chord structure the entire song. This is just using it as a build up.
When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
Yep.
When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
Okay. Here's why that was good. Okay? To the naked eye, very similar. But to the trained musician, if you listen very closely, it went like this before. And then it went here. And then it goes, instead of, when does a man... Whatever. It actually goes... And then it goes here, which is the natural progression. But if you listen really close, you have what's called a weeping bass line. And obviously, this is a very weeping moment for Odysseus, because he's going, when does it maybe that's not the chord, but you can hear the bass line going down, and you can hear it go to this, and then you can hear it go to that, and then it goes to here, and then it goes to here. Actually goes back up to almost, I don't even know what this last chord is. It's like a crunchy disgustingness. I don't even know. Listen to this. Like, listen back. Sorry, I'm like losing my mind. I can't even speak. But listen to the weeping bass line of the of this section. Sorry. Great writing. When you have the chaos of that last chord, it's like so. I don't even know what this last chord is. This is my best guess, but it has like this, like tension in it. But then you have just the clarity of, I'm just a man, which then kind of gives you this feeling. Right? It gives you the home feeling. Otherwise, we would have been left with a second half cadence in a row. But instead, we're left with what seems to be almost a perfect authentic cadence. Just the most relaxing end phrase. I'm just a man. So sad sounding though. Oh, that's a good song. I'm glad that was my first song I heard from this But again, I didn't hear it with the actual singing. I heard it with a karaoke version, so it was very different in feeling and texture, which obviously covers are very awesome because of the differences of texture. So loved that version when I heard it the first time, and that got me hooked on this. But hearing it again, just the naturalness of the actual version, really cool stuff. All right, let's get one more. This video's gone on a long time. All right. I have not heard this song.
$600 men, 600 men under my command.
Back to C minor from the first song.
With only one goal in mind,
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600
All right.
men, 600
Nice choir
miles
sounds
of
symbolizing
open
the
sea.
soldiers.
But the problem's not the
It's
distance.
what lies in between.
And did the cause waiting? My kingdom is waiting.
Love that call and response.
He's waiting for me.
Yeah.
So full speed ahead. Full speed.
Yeah, we got like a just 4/4, but it does have like a really syncopated like main theme rhythm for the what is the drums. And I love the counterplay between the crew of the ship right now and Odysseus. They're agreeing, but they have their own statements. So really cool.
Speed ahead. Captain,
You really
New
got
voice.
600
You're
men.
good.
600 men.
600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat.
Curse the war of food stores depleted.
600 men.
600 men.
600 reasons.
The rhythms are very weird. Like they're very interesting. It's not 600 men, 600 men. It's like 600 men, 600 men, 600 men. And it's like it's not quite like landing right on what you would expect to be the normal idea of the beat. So that's why this one kind of feels a little bit different. 600 men, 600 men, 600 men. Right?
And we've run out of supplies to eat.
Listen.
Curse the war of food stores depleted.
600 men.
600 men.
600
Oh, it is-
reasons to take
It is
what we
exactly the
can.
same in response.
So Captain, what's the
Double
plan?
syncopation though.
What's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly.
where the birds
They will lead us to land.
My question is, why are the background voices so low set? Usually in harmonies that are that closed, like these sort of, like listen to this. This is a harmony that's closed. So we're in C minor. So, I don't know, something like that. You know, that's kind of what he's doing a little bit. But if I do it up here, you know, this kind of sounds. All right, but as soon as I bring this down, which I think Jorge is, I'm not critiquing, and I'm just kind of wondering why. I think because he wants the choir to be sort of like the manly crew, you know, the idea of the manly crew, I guess, of the work. So that's maybe why. But it's very low set. When it's low set like that, it sounds very interesting and different. The harmonies don't ring the same because the frequencies are so wobbly and they kind of bleed into each other a lot with lower notes. So if you listen again, you can just hear it. It's a very interesting artistic decision. I think it's to delineate between the high voice of Odysseus, 600 men, 600 men. You know, it's supposed to show the high and low levels, but very interesting. Listen again.
What's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's
Watch where the
That's
birds
low.
fly.
Watch where the birds fly.
There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now for speed ahead.
Ooh.
We're off and away we go. We're off and away we go.
Captain, apologies.
Look! There in the distance, I
That's
see
a high set
island.
voice.
I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire.
Fire.
Maybe they'll share some food. Who
A little
knows?
style.
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
There's the
I
aspiration
say we
again.
strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's break the place and
No. Pull the T's, gear up.
Love the telling of the
You and I'll
story.
go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try
ahead.
to find a way. No
Little
one ends
pistachio
up
break.
dead.
we don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise.
Give me till. Love the
And if
counterpoint.
we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
I'm gonna talk about this.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Full speed ahead.
We're up, we're off, and away we go.
We're up, we're off, and away
Full
we
speed
go.
ahead.
The choir again. Hey, full voice. Yeah, so we did it the first time we did full speed ahead. And that second time he just went full speed ahead. You know, he screamed right into it. Man, he's got a high set voice. Awesome, awesome Jorge. Yeah, I just love, I mean, what I like about Jorge's music, as opposed to some musical theater that, you know, isn't, I think, as well loved as Epic, which is kind of insane to even say. But Jorge's music is very catchy. I love that there's always a very catchy theme involved. And so it's kind of like when you're like after a concert, you're driving home and you kind of like have that song, like that part of the song in your head. Some musical theater, like it doesn't have that same feeling. Like you walk away and you're like, that was good. And that's it. But the best musical theater, in my opinion, is the one that you're going full speed ahead, you know, in the car with all your friends and you're kind of jamming out and stuff. This music is very singable. Not in the sense of like highness and lowness. Very high for especially like a male set singer, or for a tenor bass voice. Even tenor, I mean, it's pretty high set for a tenor. But it actually also is very enjoyable to sing. So I love the music. Very, very cool. Musically, it's very impressive. I mean, it's just crazy to hear the symbolism within the music at the same time of the great creative elements going on. Musically, it's very interesting. So good piece. I love this stuff. Great recommendation from my crew over at the Flipp side. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and we're going to continue the journey. So if you like this, I'm sure there's going to be a video popping up somewhere about the next one. So thank you very much, and if you like this, make sure you slap that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.
The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy T, Flippinator. You got the flip on the left, you got the flip on the right. That's a flip, man. The flip.